Hi, I'm Akyah, and this is my nana. She's going to tell you about her experience with the coronavirus.
Okay, yeah, so about 4 weeks ago, I contracted the coronavirus. So did you, and Papa, Chris, my husband, and your little brother, Kingston. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly walk through what I experienced. So, day one was a Saturday. I was just super tired. Didn't even know I had the virus, but just super tired. Didn't wake up until about 11:30, and I'm up usually 7:30 in the morning. So Chris comes in and he says that he has a runny nose, he's congested, and hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get a coronavirus test. So he did.
What day is this?
This is Saturday, the first day. Chris comes in the morning and it says detected. And I'm like, that means you're positive. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So now I know I've got to quarantine. And I'm thinking about this. I was super tired yesterday. At this point, day two, no energy, no appetite, but I did end up having a fever later that night. And that's how I kind of knew, oh, I'm probably positive as well. So day three, which was a Monday, I decided to go ahead and get tested. And these are just some of my symptoms on day three. I'm tired, I'm nauseous, I'm winded. When I do activities, I have a slight cough. My sense of smell went away, so I knew at that point I'm probably positive. My taste is gone, no appetite, I'm having chest pains, nothing major, just some chest pains. And I was able to work a bit from home. I'm on the phone, I'm talking to friends, I'm talking to colleagues, I'm working, so nothing major. Day four, same symptoms. Again, I'm working from home, nothing major. But then I find out I'm positive. So, exactly. But I'm thinking, if this is all it is, I can deal with this. So that was day four.
So she thought.
So day five, I wake up about 12 a.m. and my stomach is hurting. And so I'm nauseous. I feel like I'm going to throw up, and I make it to the bathroom and I'm just dry heaving. And I started throwing up, and I felt better. So I get back in bed, and I remember at 7:30, I ended up getting one of my friends. A friend was calling me. She was on her way to work, and I just couldn't even answer it. So I sent her a text. And I was like, can't answer. Throwing up, because at 7:30, I'm waking up. I woke up, and I'm getting ready to throw up again.
You did that to me too.
What did I do?
You texted me saying, can't answer, throwing up.
Can't answer, yeah. Took my temp, I have a fever, I still have all the symptoms I had previously, but things are getting bad. I can feel it. No appetite, I hadn't eaten in 5 days. So later that night, I was trying to make it to the bathroom, and I did, but I couldn't make it back to the bed, and I'm on the closet floor because it's close to the bathroom, and Chris called the COVID nurse. But then Wednesday, I got the worst news ever. Akyah's positive. This is when I find out you're positive. And I'm having a panic attack. And then Chris is telling me to settle down. The COVID nurse is telling me to settle down.
Even I told her to settle down.
Right. Because she wasn't really sick. She was sick for like 1 day.
Yeah, and when I was sick, I slept the whole day. I did school. Was it Wednesday?
Yeah, you were doing school and everything.
I joined like my Zoom classes and stuff. And then I was really tired after that, and I went to sleep. Wait, did I fall asleep over there?
No, that was
different.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you showed your meeting people.
Mm-hmm.
Rude. But yeah, I slept from 6 o'clock till like 7, and then I slept the whole night till 7 in the morning.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so day 5, things are not looking great. I mean, I can't breathe. My oxygen level is starting to drop a bit. So day 6, I'm gonna back up a little bit. Wednesday night was horrible, couldn't sleep. I'm praying to God. I'm like, please help me, please help me. You know, like, why are you doing this to me? What have I done? Help me, please. Again, but I know it was nothing that he did. But day 6 again, Thursday, getting worse. I can't eat. So Chris is like, should we call 911? I'm like, no, we just have to wait. This virus has to run its course. But I'm not getting better. So day 7, still not really eating. I had pretty much what I was eating. Things like I had maybe a bite of grapefruit that some friends brought over. Crackers, maybe 1 cracker a day, maybe a half a cup of water a day, and then I had some friends bring applesauce. So Chris is like spoon feeding me applesauce in bed. I can't get out of bed, and that's when Chris said, that's it. And he called 911, and Richville Fire came, AMR paramedics came, and so they ended up taking me to Salmon Creek, Legacy Salmon Creek. And now remember, this whole time Chris is sick too, but I don't think he wasn't
extremely sick.
Well, no, he wasn't.
He got pneumonia.
Right, he did. He wasn't as bad as I was, but I think that he was trying to, be strong for me because I was horrible.
When the cough falls apart, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right, so ended up going to Salmon Creek Legacy, and they ended up admitting me because my oxygen level dropped down to 88, 87, and I ended up having COVID pneumonia. And so now day 8, because Friday they ended up giving me remdesivir and a steroid, same thing that they gave Trump. And all week long I have been saying to Chris, if I could just have what Trump had, I'll be so much better. So they ended up giving me that, and so much better. So this was now Saturday, day 8. No longer having fevers, shortness of breath is gone, but still tired. But then I did notice that I was like super hot, just super hot at night. And so day 9, Sunday, still better, getting better, shortness of breath, weak, super weak. And then this is when they started giving me these shots in my stomach so that I didn't develop blood clots. So I was getting those each night. And then this was so great, I finally showered. Hadn't showered in days. I know, TMI.
You hadn't showered since Saturday, that's basically 6 days.
No, it was Monday. I hadn't showered since the previous Monday.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I couldn't get up. So then day 10, this is Monday. Feeling better, shortness of breath. I still have that, but I'm fine. I'm weak, I'm tired, but I'm getting better. Day 11 is when I got discharged. I was in the hospital for 5 days. I got discharged. I'm still tired, super tired at this point, shortness of breath, but nothing major like the previous week. So that remdesivir and the steroid, dexamethasone, I think that's what it's called, dexamethasone, it did the trick. And so those were my symptoms, and as you can see, it affects people differently. It doesn't discriminate. Here I am, I'm 52 years old. I was super afraid at that point because, you hear the stories about you go to the hospital. That was the last thing I wanted to do. And I didn't want to be admitted because I'm just thinking, please let me come out of this alive. And so it affects you differently. Akyah was sick one day. Chris was sick, but he was able to recover at home, had mild pneumonia. Kingston was asymptomatic, no symptoms whatsoever. But, again, I just thank those frontline workers from Richville Fire, the AMR paramedics at Salmon Creek, the doctors, the nurses, the CNAs, the housekeeping people, because they're just awesome. when they were coming in, they don't even treat you like you have coronavirus. Like you have some type of plague or whatever. Like I have to do my job and get out of here. They sit there, they have conversations with you because I couldn't have visitors. So for 5 days, no one could come visit.
She was lonely.
Yeah, I was. So again, that was my experience with coronavirus. It was definitely an ordeal. I just felt like, remember the movie from the 50s, The Blob. I think that's what
Isn't that one thing with that orange thing that was coming out the windows in the movie theater?
Yeah, The Blob. And like something just came and just crawled up the bed and just took over my body. And that's kind of how I describe it. But afterwards, it's been 4 weeks, and I do have some lingering effects from it, like
pneumonia. She can't walk up and down the stairs without.
Right.
Or do jumping jacks or jump roping.
So I do have still have shortness of breath when I do activities. Before this, I was jump roping about 30 jumps a night. I think I can only do 44 now. 44. I'm still super hot all the time. I'm waking up at night.
Weak legs.
I'm weak. I'm waking up like 4 times a night. So, but I can deal with it. I'm just happy to be alive. But it's going to take some time. So I just wanted to share with you my experience with COVID-19. So do you have any questions? Okay. All right. So guys, please mask up and be safe.